Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bible Tidbits YouTube show. I'm glad you joined us today. Now, if you've been following the channel for any time at all, you know I love Bibles. I have a good collection of Bibles. I get them. Sometimes I give them away or whatever if I don't like them. But I'm always looking for a new Bible. And I have found one that really fits a niche for me in my Bible collection. I've been using it a lot lately, actually. And that is a compact study Bible. I find study Bibles that I like are too big to carry around and move. My favorite study Bible is the ESV study Bible. I love it, but the thing is huge. I actually own two of them. I keep one in my office and one at my house because I don't want to even carry it back and forth. It's so big. So I've been looking for a study Bible that I can use to carry around to various places that's compact, fits in my hand, but still provides me with some of those study notes. And I've had a few, but this one I think is my favorite by far. And this is the Reformation Study Bible, Condensed Edition in the ESV. So this Bible, it's got a lot going for it in the realm of Bible. So the first off, I got to say, look at that thickness there. It is a good handhold thickness. It's not ESV Study Bible will be out here like this. It's a good handhold thickness. You can see how big it is with my hand. It is a good carry size, especially for a study Bible. So that's my biggest win for it right there out the gate. You can carry it without it being cumbersome. Second, it's got lots of good notes. The layout of it here is we have the cross references right here in the gutter, separated by the lines on each side. Then we have the line here with the notes down below over the text. And we have a nice single column text up at the top. So it's a very simple layout, nothing special about it, but easy to see and easy to have notes. And this page I'm showing you here from Genesis 6, that's actually got a lot of notes. This is some of the epistles in the New Testament will have that many notes, and some of the more difficult prophetic books will have that many notes, but most of the time they're going to be a little lower on the page there. But I had my finger bookmarked in this passage just to give you a feel for it. And I seen on another Bible reviewer, it was Tim Nichols from a Nicholsworth Bible Reviews. He always likes to go to Genesis 6 to see what study Bibles say about the Nephilim. And I found I enjoy doing that too because that's a difficult one. And I'm curious, how do they interpret this? So I flipped to Genesis 6 and let's read it. Genesis 6 verse 4, the note here says this. It says, Nephilim. See the textual note. So let's go ahead and look at the textual note here. It says textual note number 3. It says, or giants. Okay. So then it says at the bottom note, these giant-like mighty men fill the earth with violence. See verse 11, Numbers 13, 32, and 33. The Hebrew root means to fall and may suggest their fate. And see Ezekiel 32, 20 through 28. So it tells you that they're giant-like mighty men, and they fill the earth with violence. And it tells us that that Hebrew root word might suggest their fate of falling. And then it gives us some cross-references for some of the other places in the Bible we can find stuff about the Nephilim. And it points us to textual notes, which if you don't look at these textual notes here, they're the really small print right there at the bottom below the text. Every Bible's got them. I do highly recommend checking those out because it really gives you a lot of cool insight there. But simple notes like that. Chapter 6, verse 8 says, but Noah. Noah is the righteous remnant in his day, a remnant God always establishes and preserves by grace. So always pointing through there. And then we have it ends. It'll start the next book on a new page. So we got some blank area here, and just the notes go down partially. Then we have Exodus right here. This is the second book of Moses called Exodus. It gives us the title and author, the date and occasion, characteristics and themes, and then pages are stuck together. That's one of the best parts about a new Bible. Yeah. Then we have the Christ in Exodus section, and each book actually has those same sections there. Each one of them has the Christ in whatever book you're dealing with. And so I really like that because it helps me to see the Christ connection as I'm going through books. Gives me notes, helps me cross-reference. That's the biggest thing, I think. Whenever you're studying here is I need a little bit of notes. I need a lot of cross-referencing because we can interpret Scripture with Scripture if we know where to go. And so those cross-references help you see. So that one study note we looked at gave, I think, 4 or 5 different cross-references there. It had Ezekiel, 2 spots in Numbers, then 1 spot in another place in Genesis, just a few verses away. So 4 places to go look there. And that was just the study notes, not even the cross-reference section. It does, at the beginning, have the key to the cross-references. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I do recommend you checking this out. Most study Bibles will have this. But it says the explanation of features. So there's different types of cross-references. We have references to specific words or phrases, comparative references, less direct references, and then quoted references. And there's different ways in those inner margins to tell. Sometimes they will have like brackets around them. Sometimes it'll say like chapter something, or it'll see something. So different little tells to say, hey, this is a direct quote or something like that. And so this Bible does have the key in there, and you can see that. Here's Proverbs. You can see that's not a ton of notes on the bottom, a lot of text up there. And that's more typical for the book through it. But really, a study Bible, I don't know what more you could want in one than this. The very back, it's got some maps. It's got your weights and measurements. It does have a Bible reading plan that's some Old Testament and New Testament every day. Looks like roughly 3 chapters a day. So we got day 1, Genesis 1 through 2, and then Matthew 1. So there's 3 chapters. Genesis 3 through 4, Matthew 2. All the way through December. And so good reading plan. And then it does have a small concordance, which is nice on the go. If I'm talking about an issue, say at a camp. I go to a lot of camps as a youth pastor, and I need a scripture about shield. Well, we got Genesis 15:1 and Psalm 28:7. Just 2 quick references about a shield there. So great little resource. I've been using it as I disciple students and go to Bible studies for the last couple of weeks, and it's been a nice thing to have. It's been a nice thing to carry. You would think with my favorite study Bible being the ESV study Bible that I would like the ESV Concise study Bible. But I got some problems with that one. It's not this nice. I really like having real leather. And if you're going to get fake leather, the Ligonier fake leather is some of the best, I think. But I'm not a big fan of the Crossway fake leather. It doesn't have the gold gilding. It's just raw paper. It's got maps and stuff, but it's all black and white, and it's just really plain, which I like that they did that because they wanted to make them readily available. And I get the paperback of the ESV Concise study Bibles, and I give those things out like crazy. But if they come up with a nice one, I will definitely re-investigate it. But right now, this is my compact study Bible that I'll be using everywhere. I bought the ESV Alpha edition a while back to be like my travel Bible, and it's definitely more travel friendly than this one. It's a lot smaller, but I'm gonna have a hard time leaving this one behind when I go places. I thought, well, I can take the Alpha on mission trips this summer into camps and stuff, but I think I'm gonna have a hard time leaving this one behind. So we'll have to see what I end up doing. But either way, with either Bible, I'll be set up. But this is a great compact study Bible. So if you're in the market for a compact study Bible, you can check this one out. I'll put links down below. And then you could also check out some of my other videos if you're interested in, say, maybe a Bible that's not a study Bible, just a text only. I have some videos on some of my favorite text-only study Bibles also on the channel. And then I also have some videos about translations and some videos about studying the Bible and tools you can use to study the Bible, as well as some other fun videos that you can check out. So if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Check it out. I upload content like this weekly. Check out my podcast. Those are on the YouTube channel, but they're also on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We've been working through the Gospel of Mark this year, and it's been a fun journey to see all the intricacies and beauty in the Gospel of Mark. So I thank you all for joining me. Check out all the links and good stuff below, and I hope to see y'all next time.